Super Bowl rings, I just want to play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Love. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11Z. Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Luck now to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Running on 1st down with Ware. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Luck. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Mexico, Mexico. 55. Hey, eat.
To throw is Locke. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check the base, check. Check 15, check 15.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All day, every day, any day. Get out.
Throwing again. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Ready, blue 80, Mike 25. Number 53, Mike 53. Yep, 51. Watch the twist. Show the base.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down carry for Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Check safety, check! Check 26, check 26. Ready to go!
They go play action with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21.
It's a game of 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's Ryan to throw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a game of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Now 3rd and 4.
Check up. Right, 40. 11. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll fake it. Now Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Say. Watch the twist.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Love. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over
Let's go,
first and 10
let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's Locke. He's got this to his running back, Spencer Ware. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
To the air again, Luck. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go. All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
21. Mike, number 53.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Ryan's throw caught by Jones, and he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Ryan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will get them one closer. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Blah. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Where? And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the 44. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
3rd and long, it's Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Here we go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Down. Ready. Back 25. Slam. Hey, South. Check. Base. Hot. Check 24. Check.
To throw again is Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A gain of 16 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
58. Got it. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, here's Locke. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. But he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
Tie it right. We got 4. We got 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, they run with Ware. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check out. Line 674. Line 54. It's our field. It's our field.
Out of the gun, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Tighten up. Check.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They run again with Ware. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, this is Ware. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm coming after you.
Luck now to throw. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed?